The champagne flute smashed against the hardwood, shattering into a cascade of glittering fragments. My hand shook, the jagged edge cutting into my palm, but it was her words that left the deepest wound. "I invited Marcus to the wedding," Sarah said, her tone calm, almost defiant, as she leaned in the doorway of our dimly lit kitchen. "If you loved me, you'd understand." The air thickened, heavy with the scent of lavender and the weight of a truth I wasn't ready to face. My chest tightened, my ribs pressed together like a vice. Marcus, her ex, the man whose name she had whispered in her sleep during our first year together, whose shadow had lingered in every corner of our relationship, was back. I stared into her hazel eyes, searching for a crack, a flicker of guilt, but she held only a maddening calm, her lips pressed into a thin line, daring me to challenge her. "Why?" I managed, voice raw, jagged. My mind raced, replaying the past 6 months. Her late nights at the office, cryptic texts she dismissed with a laugh, the mechanical touch that once had been tender. I'd told myself it was stress, the pressure of wedding planning. But now, amid the wreckage of broken glass and fractured trust, I wasn't so sure. She sighed, arms crossed, the silk of her blouse catching the soft glow from the pendant light. "He's part of my past, David. I can't erase him. He isn't a threat to us." Her words softened, but felt rehearsed, a carefully delivered performance. "You're making this bigger than it is." I wanted to believe her. I wanted to. But the room felt smaller, the walls pressing in, the hum of the refrigerator suddenly unbearable. My fingers curled into fists, the cut on my palm throbbing. "You invited your ex to our wedding," I said deliberately, testing the weight of her betrayal. "And you didn't even ask me." Her eyes flickered, a shadow crossing her face. Then she straightened. "I didn't think I needed your permission to invite a friend." The word friend struck me like a slap, sharp and deliberate. She turned, heels clicking as she strode toward the living room, leaving me amid the broken glass and a heavy weight of dread. The next morning, the house was too quiet. Sarah had left for work early, a note on the counter, gone to the office. "Love you." Hollow words. I sat at the kitchen table, sunlight glinting off the spot where I'd swept up the glass. My phone buzzed, a notification from our shared wedding planner. Guest list updated. I scrolled through, heart sinking, until I saw it. Marcus Reynolds, RSVP. Yes. It landed like a punch to the stomach. I pictured him there at the church, watching us vow our lives to each other. I tried to work, but my mind wandered. Had she been in contact with him all along? I remembered her smile last month, the quick lock of her phone, when I asked who she was texting. "Just work," she'd said, voice too light. Every memory suddenly felt tainted. Every moment, a potential lie. That evening, I confronted her again. The living room glowed with the golden light of dusk, jasmine drifting in from the open window. Sarah sat cross-legged on the couch, scrolling her phone. "We need to talk about Marcus," I said quietly, keeping my voice steady. She didn't look up. "There's nothing to talk about. He's coming. It's done. Why does it matter so much?" I moved to sit across from her, the coffee table a barrier between us. "You dated him for 2 years. You told me it ended badly. Why is he suddenly back?" Her fingers froze on the screen. For a moment, I glimpsed something raw, unguarded, guilt, maybe fear. But her eyes hardened, her expression tightening. "You're acting like I'm hiding something." "I'm not. Marcus and I have made peace. He's happy for us." "Happy for us?" I echoed, tasting bitterness. "Then why keep it secret?" She stood abruptly, voice rising. "Because I knew you'd react like this. You're insecure, David. You can't handle the fact that I have a past." Her words stung, yet sparked a need in me to uncover the truth. That night, after she went to bed, I did something I had never done before. I took her phone from the nightstand. Her breathing was soft, and as I entered our anniversary date, now a cruel irony, I felt my hands shake. I scrolled past innocuous messages until I found a thread with Marcus. The text stretched back months. "Missed you at the coffee shop today. He wrote in January. Can we talk?" She replied. My heart pounded. Each message a knife twisting deeper. I still think about you. He wrote last week. I know I do, too, she responded. The phone slipped from my hands onto the bed. Rage and heartbreak consumed me. She had lied for months. I wanted to wake her, scream, demand answers, but I couldn't move. I sat staring at the ceiling, replaying every moment, searching for the cracks I had ignored. The days leading to the wedding blurred. 4 smiles, 10 silences. Sarah acted as if nothing was wrong. Her laughter too bright, her touches too deliberate. I started noticing the signs. Perfume lingering on her coat, her avoidance when I mentioned Marcus. Every thread pulled me toward a truth I feared. The wedding day arrived. The church smelled of roses, murmurs of guests filling the air. My suit felt tight, my heart hammering. Sarah walked down the aisle, radiant, but her smile was a mask I could no longer trust. Then I saw him, Marcus, in the third pew, eyes fixed on her, quietly intense. My stomach turned. The vows I'd written tasted like ash. As she reached me, slipping her hand into mine, I leaned close, whispering only for her to hear. I know about the texts. Her smile faltered, eyes widened. The officiant began. Words were spoken, each vow a lie, each promise a wound. At the reception, I confronted her in a quiet corner, the music and laughter distant. You're still in love with him, I said, voice breaking. You invited him to watch us. To mock me. Her face crumpled, tears spilling. I didn't mean for this to happen, she whispered. I thought I could let him go, but I needed to see him one last time, to be sure. Sure of what? I demanded. That you love me or that you don't. She said nothing. Her silence was louder than any confession. From the shadows, Marcus stepped forward. Calm. David, he said, she didn't betray you. I did. I kept texting, hoping. She loves you. She chose you. His words should have soothed me. They didn't. In her eyes, I saw the truth, a flicker of doubt, a love divided. I turned away, the weight of her choice and his confession crushing me. I walked into the night, cold stars above, realizing the betrayal wasn't just hers. It was mine, too, for loving her so fiercely.